Hello, welcome to this update for Australia and the Indian Ocean in Oceania. So let's see here. Right now it's about Saturday night, the 8th of February, and we have all these downpours and storms over northern Australia, many in the Northern Territory, some strong ones in northwestern Australia with a lot of lightning, and also in Queensland some more storms. And most of the storms have a lot of heavy rainfall, especially in Queensland in some areas. So shows here the model more in Queensland, like northern Queensland, northwestern Australia, and in those areas. And this area here of northwest Australia could become a cyclone soon. So we'll keep watching that. There's like Sunday, tomorrow, some heavier downpours into Queensland still because of almost a low pressure trying to spin there. So Sunday, Monday still shows some heavy rain in Queensland, but just right now in the short range shows like there's this high resolution model that shows those storms in northern Queensland now tonight into tomorrow. So be careful those downpours. The accumulation until Sunday at noon shows spots of Queensland close to 300 millimeters still, 233 spots to 193, and show like 171. And in the western coast of Queensland show like 333 just in the next 24 hours. So this high resolution model shows very precise where those downpours might happen. So like 194, potentially 234. Sometimes it can show too much, but I highly trust this one compared to some lower resolution ones. So be careful in those areas, especially these areas near western Queensland, northwestern Queensland, and more spots. So Northern Territory still shows those downpours, especially just off the map here shows 270, 195 millimeters, and more to northwestern Australia, some spots. So please be careful. Those downpours, the southwest is quiet. There's like South Australia quiet too. Victoria next 24 hours does show New South Wales some 88 millimeters, a storm or two, some small afternoon storms, and here like shows especially to New South Wales some rain there shows like spots to 97 millimeters because of some storms. And be careful these storms, they can be strong especially in the afternoon, but in terms of flooding danger and heavy rains mainly there in the north. So stay safe in those areas, please. Be careful. Now for some longer range shows like 5 days, has more in Queensland, those areas 290 the European has, and the high resolution model had some spots to 290 just in the next 24 hours, and this is 5 days. So so you can see that the other one is much more precise for those downpours. So but this one shows a lot across Queensland next 5 days, and it does have this cyclone forming there and going to Western Australia, so it does have all the way to 691 millimeters next 5 days as this potential system goes into northwestern Australia. All the models are showing this forming and approaching the coast, all except the GFS. So but all the other ones I've seen are forming this. So show like some 400 millimeters, 425 in some areas. So please, if you are there, especially some spots like Kaaf and Rehoboam not areas, be monitoring this. Stay tuned to the forecast in case this system does form. So shows some more storms through northwestern Australia, especially in the north and central northern Western Australia, and 5 days in New South Wales shows more systems to like 110 millimeters and 107, and these specific values might be higher because like the high resolution model captures the specific downpours, but it doesn't go further out than 24 hours. So this is 5 days. If a specific downpour is very strong, there can be more than these values showing here. So just be aware of that. There might be more than what I'm showing you. So shows more central New South Wales, but more there on the east coast. And with these high temperatures and everything, the storm can be severe. So be careful. But now, for the map, so it does show some storms this afternoon there. It's practically night there, right? But it shows some storms today, Saturday. This goes Sunday afternoon. Tomorrow shows more storms there. So be careful those thunderstorms, especially Sunday night to Monday. So this are Monday noon or Monday afternoon shows those stronger storms, especially Monday afternoon, northern New South Wales and those areas. Be careful those thunderstorms. So it goes there Monday, Tuesday, still like by Wednesday shows some afternoon storms there, and like at noon or late morning, even during the night still shows some storms there. So Wednesday still shows this cold from Tasmania on the 13th, some rain and a few storms on Thursday. Thursday the 13th, and Wednesday was the 12th. So Thursday into Friday the 14th, and shows extending all the way to Queensland. So Friday, and so Saturday. The rest is quite calm, but it might change still. So be careful those storms during this weekend and next week there. And for the north does show those heavy tropical rains, especially in Queensland. Be careful with flooding and the cyclone potentially forming there. So Monday, Tuesday does have the cyclone into Western Australia there. More storms Western Australia, northern Queensland. So this goes and show like some very heavy rain until Friday the 14th. That cyclone Western Australia, and it dives down south the Remington on the 16th. So keep watching that, but be careful with this rainfall. So now there's the GFS. It has more in Queensland, those spots there like 200 and 199, 274 in some spots, especially like northwestern Queensland, those spots there to 403. So be careful with flooding danger in those areas. There's the Northern Territory, show like 96 and 195, 226. Be careful, some river flooding danger. And northwestern Australia, some spots there, 285, 289. So be careful. And there's the axis, which clearly has this cyclone forming and going to Western Australia with 5-day totals of which 700 millimeters, 500. So the axis is very crazy now, like to 800 millimeters shows their forms, and like other spots on the coast to 341, close to 400. But you notice this has it going further north. The European was down in Carafa, and this one's like just south of Broome, some spots there, especially this area here. I don't see many cities here, but if you are in those areas, definitely worth watching, especially if the heavy rain comes far inland, like it's shown here. So be careful in those areas. Shows in Queensland still like 5 days, 400, 517. So stay safe from flooding. Shows some other spots to 559, 569. So stay safe in those areas near the west coast of Queensland there. So please be careful. There's the icon too, shows the cyclone forming but striking further south. They show like 500 millimeters in some areas, and near Onslow might make landfall. It shows a lot in Carafa too, but not as much as for south, like 300 is a lot. So the icon has landfall here, the European here, and the excess here, and the GFS doesn't have anything. So we'll keep watching this, but be careful. But the icon is also those storms near South Wales throughout this week. So some in Victoria too, some in Tasmania. So be careful in those areas, especially like right now in the short range with this flooding rainfall. So be careful, don't underestimate this rain can be very dangerous. Be careful, and if you are watching this video right now, this is already happening like a lot, so you should be careful right now. So be careful now. For this potential system forming, there's the European, a better look to it. So the European is very robust. It's usually not like this, but it's just like 954 millibar cyclone goes 964 and makes landfall there. So the European is like very robust, and there's the icon shows like, wait, yeah, the low pressure they're forming. This goes and does show weaker like 974, but it does go down to 935. So the icon's kind of crazy too. But there's the GFS shows like just a lot of moisture there. Does try to get a low pressure going, but not really. It's kind of inland. Does get 995, but like very disorganized. So the GFS doesn't want to form this. It just wants later on the 20th and 22nd tropical storm to form the Coral Sea maybe off of Queensland, but that's so far out. So keep watching. There's the Canadian that has some crazy ideas too. So it shows like 975, 964 cyclone going into the northern territory. There's also the Nevgen, shows like low pressure there, but just 995 because it's close to land, so it doesn't show much too. But most of the models are showing this forming, so we better watch. There's the Canadian, shows the system there. It does show if it makes landfall northwestern Australia, close to 300 millimeters in some spots, 400 maybe, but it doesn't show as extremes like the European. That's like 500 in some spots of the coast there. So we'll keep watching. There's like the icon too, shows I showed you the icon before, but it has like scraping the coast, but it doesn't show quite a landfall yet. If I put a 0Z, it does go into Australia. So please be careful, especially those heavy rains in the north. And yeah, so stay safe. Here we do have cyclone winds. That was like category 4 close to category 5. It might have even gotten to category 5, and it's very massive. There you can see the eye, but uh, it's not going to make landfall anywhere. We'll check the forecast now, but as of now, it will just stay out to sea. There's Talia, that's kind of messy and dissipated, so nothing crazy from that. And there's this moisture here in Oceania that will start bringing more rain to Fiji, Samoa, and especially New Caledonia, some spots there. So here's Cyclone Vince, the big eye there, and it was even massive a day or two ago. So it's very big. It's relatively close to Mauritius, but it's forecast to curve south. So Mauritius is safe for now, but we better just keep watching the forecast. The GFS just goes south too, so yeah, you're safe for now. There's Dahlia as well, shows it kind of messy there, and just staying out there in the Indian Ocean, but they do have this strengthening later, possibly. And then there's the Invest. This is like near between New Zealand and New Caledonia. This will probably not be tropical. There's 94S near Mozambique, because you can see that now those big heavy downpours in Mozambique. So this is happening right now. By the time you watch this, it might be different, but if you are watching this and it's still happening, please be careful. There's Northwest Australia there. Shows the models mainly go like into Northwestern Australia. Some spots, some go further south and others further north. That's the Canadian. And there's the GFS. It's very weak, barely a tropical storm, so keep watching. And there's this other one too, off of Queensland. This Invest to watch as well, so be aware in those areas. There's like Southwestern Pacific, so shows here. There's the European, shows this moisture into New Caledonia, those areas on the 9th, especially on the 10th, some heavy rain in New Caledonia. So be careful, and later might have this band of rain into Samoa next week, and northern Fiji, especially like on the 17th in Fiji, maybe on the 20th in Samoa, because of a potential system as well. So we'll keep watching, but that's like on the 20th, still a week or two away, so there's time to watch. But there's the GFS too, shows the potential tropical storm south of New Caledonia on the 12th. This goes, and potentially that rain to Samoa later in Fiji, so be aware. And then the GFS does more stuff off of Queensland later, so be careful. There's the icon too. This goes, shows in New Caledonia the heavy rain from the 9th to the 11th, so it goes there. So stay safe. There's like here for 5 days until the 13th. The European does show some areas, New Caledonia, to 186 millimeters, especially northern New Caledonia to 197, spots to 189. So stay safe. Be careful with flooding those areas, and check the link in the description for New Caledonia to see the information and forecast in French and everything if you don't understand me. So check there, that there are some weather alerts there in French as well, and those shows spots of southern Vanuatu, more rain, some 115, but central Vanuatu is quieter, just some passing showers and storms. And there's more rain like further north, so a little bit near Mua and Lata, Samoa, and some passing storm or two, but nothing crazy. Some showers, but be careful for storm or two, especially in Papua New Guinea, Western Guinea. Those downpours, not as heavy as some weeks ago, but still shows some downpours. Be aware, like the northern coast of West Timor in some areas, potential 134. The southern coast shows quieter, but like the southern coast of some other islands shows more. So be careful that this might change still. In East Timor, some more rain, especially on the north side, and yeah, more islands there. Shows like some other spots in Indonesia, like Central Indonesia, 140, those areas. But Malaysia is quieter next 5 days, but still shows some rain and most likely thunderstorms. And into Kalimantan, Central Indonesia, some spots there. Shows like in Sumatra, it's quieter now. So 58 meters, 50, so it's quieter. But the Philippines still raining, like feel like it never stopped raining there. So show like 232 in the next 5 days, 202. So be careful on the east coast of the Philippines, like 315. So stay safe in those areas. Shows some more spots 234, and like southern Philippines, some showers and storms. There's this weird surge of moisture in the South China Sea, 184, some islands there. Be careful, you are those little islands. And shows like Vietnam, the southern eastern coast of Vietnam, some 100 millimeters, 104, some rain throughout central Vietnam as well, and in those areas, so be aware there. And India is quite fine now compared to a month ago. That with those crazy downpours, so Sri Lanka is fine too. The Maldives, pretty fine. Just some winter weather stuff, and go in most of Western Asia. They'll talk about soon. So be careful. In southern Africa, Mozambique still shows like 188. Some spots central, southern Mozambique, Zimbabwe. So be careful those downpours in Zimbabwe, Mozambique. So some flooding, strong thunderstorms, and yeah, they can happen even any time of day, even during the night, but most likely in the afternoon, the heaviest ones. So be careful. Botswana, some more northern Botswana, even central southern Botswana, southern Angola shows a lot in some spots there. Central southern Angola, more like still some thunderstorms northern Angola, and be aware like Lesotho, South Africa, those afternoon storms, especially like 98 millimeters, some spots, and if the thunderstorm is strong, it can leave more rain than this. So be careful. Shows like more storms like central to northeast and South Africa, but northeast and most South Africa is like 186. So this is possible. Be aware. Madagascar still shows those heavy downpours in tier Madagascar. Those thunderstorms this next 5 days show some more storms there. 100 millimeters, 110. So be aware. Just around 3 days shows less, but those show like 76 or 67. So be careful those downpours. Mauritius does show some showers, a storm or two, some 23 millimeters, some spots there to like 39, 43, might be a storm or two, and some showers. The Seychelles are fine, but still some passing showers in the next 5 days, and a thunderstorm or two. So be aware there. And yeah, there's the access too for Indonesia. Doesn't show as much as like a few weeks ago, but does show like Malaysia, a few spots 200, Kalimantan, some other spots, northern Kalimantan 119, 66, but especially those the north side of those islands there, like 270 possible, 210, 209. So be careful. Even a steamer, some northern spots, and more storms some other areas. So stay safe there in those spots. And now, yes, so we are in the Philippines too. There's this island here, kind of the western Philippines, but the eastern part of it shows a lot. So be careful with flooding too. There's the GFS too that show like central northeastern Philippines. Be careful, close to 100, 200 millimeters. Shows in central Madagascar, close to 200 as well. So stay safe. Mozambique, Zimbabwe, those heavier downpours, and like further north, like southern Angola too, the GFS is also showing more there. The icon has more spread out through central northern Namibia and Angola, those downpours. So be aware, especially Mozambique, Zimbabwe. Tanzania does show like 70 millimeters, more in Burundi, some spots western Tanzania, especially southern western Tanzania. A few showers southern Kenya, but very little, barely nothing. A shower too in Ethiopia next 5 days. So be careful and stay safe. These storms and everything. The wingas inside those thunderstorms that there can be very strong winds, especially those severe storms. But just wind in general shows like potential some high winds as this system forms near northwestern Australia. Be careful the waves and the high surf, and if this makes landfall, there's the possibility for like 195 to 200 km per gus. So this like a little bit too much. It might be weaker than this, but you never know. Those warm sea surface temperatures and everything show like near this next Thursday, the 13th, but does show slightly breezy near Tasmania, and maybe a day or two like northern New South Wales Monday, and southern Victoria, but especially like into Western Australia, breezier because of a system there just south of it. This goes and shows like Wednesday and Thursday, the 12th, the 13th, near Tasmania, some spots there, some Haragus, Victoria. So be aware, those areas, no Oceania, nothing that crazy, just near Vanuatu, New Caledonia, on Tuesday the 11th, slightly higher, and some other spots later because of the storms, but nothing that crazy. And Talia there, close, just south of West Island, some slightly breezier conditions there, slightly higher seas. And that show Talia strengthening there a bit more. So be aware in those areas. There's like some other models too. This one, the high resolution, it shows some stronger gusts, some storms there, but doesn't show anything extraordinary. But does show like some specific thunderstorms there, some high gusts, but I'm not sure if it shows just like general wind or the thunderstorm, because those thunderstorms are sporadic and can form anywhere, and they can leave very high gusts inside of them. So these models might not pick up on that, but be aware. And there's winds there, it's very strong. So be aware. This goes. Be careful. Some swells too, like from with winds might reach Port Maturu in Mauritius. Be careful if you're out in the ocean, and more spots. So stay safe. The heat wave is still going, but not as extreme. But for some, it's still very extreme, like 45 degrees, 46 degrees, even 47 the desert. There's some towns there to like 46 degrees, 43, 45 degrees, some 46. So please stay safe in that heat. Some 46, some 43 degrees, and like 41, 38, some other spots. Sorry. So stay safe. Shows like this is Sunday into Monday afternoon. Still shows some specific spots to like 47 degrees, some towns to 45 degrees, 42. So stay safe in those areas. Drink a lot of water and stay safe. Some 47 degrees in the desert. So please be careful. Meanwhile, that cyclone looming there might cool down the temperatures some spots, but please stay safe. Show like some 46 degrees, some 47 the desert, 46, 44. So stay safe. And here, like right where this temperature changes, might be a small cold front there if changing it, but ahead of the cold front, be careful those extreme temperatures. And the show like southwestern Queensland, close to 40 degrees, South Australia, northeast, northwestern New South Wales. So be careful. Does show the worst of the heat migrating to South Australia and south, like Western Australia, Southeast and Western Australia, because of that cyclone there, plus the cold front pushing the heat a little bit east. So shows some towns there to 46 degrees, 45 degrees. Right here, where the worst might be, I don't see any towns, but does show like 47 degrees, 48 degrees, 47. So does heat index there might be close to 50 degrees. So if this does happen, because this information changes too, but please be aware, most of central to southern Australia, so some 42 southwestern Queensland, southern Northern Territory 44. So Tuesday during the night it does cool down, but still hot, so it might increase heat stress. So be careful. That cold front keeps pushing on Wednesday, the 12th, some 45 degrees western, no, South Australia, so 43 degrees. Find it a relief for Western Australia, but the others have to deal with the cyclone. So shows some 42 degrees, some 44. Wednesday, it's still Thursday, the heat gets pushed east, so like some 43 Queensland, some spots to 42, some 41. And yeah, so be careful Thursday, Friday. During the night in Victoria, some mountains there, does show some 15 degrees, 16, even like 10 degrees during the night, but it does show like eventually, like this is the 15th, the heat wave is much better, but still some 37 degrees in some spots there. So stay safe, and like this is the the night of the 15th to the 16th shows all the way to 2 degrees. Some mountains there, so that's quite chilly for the middle of the summer, but beware, shows some spots to 38 degrees later. There's the remnants of the cyclone, and the heat tries to come back in again, but just some 37. So yeah, stay safe. And later, Northern Territory on the 17th, some more spots there. So stay safe, but the worst heat is now until Thursday. So stay safe this week now. There's the access to might have some interesting stuff. So like Sunday afternoon tomorrow shows some 43 degrees Western Australia, spots to 47 degrees in the desert, some 43 even on the coast, Onslow some 40 degrees, some 44. So yeah, stay safe. This goes like cools down during the night, but still hot in some places. Monday, the 10th, shows like building in southeast and western Australia to 47 degrees. South Australia some 44, some 42 degrees. So still Western Australia some 46 degrees and 45. Those areas, so stay safe Monday, Tuesday, especially Tuesday. Those areas show like some 47 degrees as well, some 46, some 45 in those towns. So this goes. And Wednesday the 12th shows the heat further east, northern South Australia, Northern Territory, some spots to like New South Wales and like Northern Victoria. And the axis is an extremely weird situation. It has the cyclone making it for Western Australia, but at the same time providing 46-degree temperatures in Kaiapha and some other areas, because it has the cyclone there and the heat getting pushed there. So that will be very crazy, but it's a possibility too. But the axis still keeps it hot there later, so be aware those areas. There's the GFS too, shows the heat as well. Some spots 44, 45 Sunday, Monday. Tuesday doesn't have as extreme, but it does have very hot too. Spots to 46 degrees, 45. So stay safe. Be careful those temperatures. There's the icon too, shows like Tuesdays, those areas of 46, 47 degrees. Please be careful. The heat indices, some 46, those areas Monday, Sunday, there on the west. So stay safe from these temperatures, warn others. So the rain 5 days like Vanuatu, New Caledonia, as I showed you, but the icon is more in southern Vanuatu. In Samoa and Fiji, nothing crazy. 5 days, just some passing storms, but more longer range, it might get heavier. So like in Fiji, some 74 millimeters in some areas. The European too, like some 69 to 70, does have some showers there. More in Samoa, a little bit like just some 23, some 33. So beware. In Tuvalu, a little bit heavier, some 71, some 73, 64 millimeters. Mua, some 70 millimeters. So yeah, beware. In further north spots like Micronesia, especially the intertropical convergence zone, some 77 millimeters, some heavier moisture there. Balakir, Marshall Islands, some 48 millimeters. Northern Kiribati, especially like Palau, southern Palau, more poor, and other islands there close to 100. So stay safe. Now for until the 20th shows this area of moisture once again between Fiji and Samoa, and Tonga show like 190 in the next 11 days. Some spots of Western Samoa 293. So this is a possibility to like Matau to 242 and more spots like after day 6, day 7, because this is 11 days out. So shows French Polynesia more, to especially southeastern areas, and some more showers central French Polynesia. Does show in the northern Cook Islands to 327, but we'll keep watching this because it's still like kind of far out. But just 5 days shows some passing showers French Polynesia, and some rain Hungaroa, more spots, but nothing that crazy. Until the 21st, the GFS does have more those areas too. So be aware. And yeah, but especially the short range, be careful. New Caledonia, those areas, the GFS has a lot too. So stay safe. And now, uh, New Zealand in the next 5 days shows some showers in the south and some showers in the north too, and a few thunderstorms. So this is the European. I don't know if I said the GFS. Sorry, and show the GFS now has some showers too, and shows here like that front in the south, some showers, a few thunderstorms in the afternoon. So be aware, spots in the north, especially the North Island. A few storms Monday, Tuesday, shows there's still a passing shower too, but nothing crazy. But then there'll be this crazy front from Australia on the 15th, but might start affecting New Zealand on the 17th, some more rain and later. So we'll keep watching that. The temperatures are mild, a little bit colder in the mountains, but some other areas, some some warmer temperatures, some 28 to 27, some 26. So yeah, North and South Island, more spots there. Sunday, Monday, similar, might be a little bit less, below this cold front, some 15 Waitani and other areas, but Tuesday, Wednesday still shows in the afternoon warm those northern areas. So yeah, and windows might be more the southern island, this cold front. So be aware now into Sunday, and then this goes shows like there's some, yeah, there's no one there, but those big low pressure systems there, the South Pacific, but those are far. So this goes there, shows burnt pie, slightly higher gusts on Thursday and Friday, the 14th, potential on the 17th, so higher gusts in New Zealand, and the 18th especially, even more than 100 in those mountains. But that's far, and we'll keep watching. But now, just stay safe. This rain, those storms, the potential systems and everything. But special, wait, let's not close this yet, because there might be some other heat waves to watch in southern Africa. Not crazy heat waves, but like some 35 degrees, some 37 northern South Africa, close to 39 in Namibia. Central Africa is so hot, show like some 40 degrees. South Sudan, some 39, more Central Africa, and does show like South Africa, some 37, 30, even 40 in some valleys there. But during the night it does cool down, especially in Lesotho. So yeah, now be aware. Bye.